Hello guys, welcome to my channel and to another Upcrate unboxing video. It's Upcrate 31 and I already know what's inside because Instagram, so let me quickly show you what we have in here. Weird supplies apparently. This looks good. So we have some brush pens by Ecoline. In turquoise blue, yellow ochre, pastel yellow, and black. I already have some of these brush pens, but I think I don't have these colors. I think I have pastel yellow, but I don't have the other ones. Then we have a graphite pencil in 2B. I don't know what brand this is, but it looks good. And we have a Pigma Micron 10. 10? Which size is 10? A really big one, apparently. So 10 is 1 millimeter, I guess. I already have Micron pens as well, but I don't have the Micron 10. So I'm really happy about this addition to my collection. So next up we have some watercolors in tubes by Gogh or Van Gogh or however you want to call them. We have turquoise green, indigo, and again yellow ochre. So this is definitely a cohesive color scheme here. And what's this? brushEX, extinguishing solution for brush pen and ink, Upcrate edition. brushEX removes non-permanent inks on paper. Mixed media or watercolor papers are best suited. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with this, but we will find out in a minute. And we have a Da Vinci Fit Synthetics brush in size 6. It's a flat brush. Oh, and we have an Artspaze sketchbook with watercolor paper inside, I guess, or mixed media paper. I really like that. And we have the bottle post here. Apparently in the old design, if you've seen my last Upcrate video, Upcrate has redesigned their bottle post and their box in general, but this one seems to be in the old design again. I think this has to do with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, but anyway. And we have some cute stickers by My Weird Art. Okay, now the sticker on the front makes sense. And we have an art print by the same artist, and it's super cute in my opinion. So I just had a look inside the bottle post to find out what to do with this stuff. And it's pretty obvious actually. It erases ink. So in Germany we would call this Tintenkiller. So it's basically what you use to erase ink when writing with a fountain pen like this, only that this stuff works with the Ecoline brush pens. However, it doesn't work with the watercolors. So it's suitable for water-based brush pens of any kind, like Tombow for example, and then you can do what you probably did back in school. So you can write with your brush pens or whatever, paint a circle or something, and then you can create different kinds of patterns, because where you apply the brushEX, the paint will just vanish. And last but not least, the topic of this month is miraculous creatures. So Let's see what to do with this. So let's start with the brush pens. So first up we have pastel yellow, which is super bright. Let's see if we can dilute it a little. Okay, this does not work as well as I had hoped it would. To be honest, I haven't tried this with the other brush pens I have, so I didn't know that this doesn't work. Let's see what happens if we wet the paper first. Yeah, it works a little bit, but it's not great. So let's try yellow ochre, which is a lot darker. And let's see if we can blend these two. But I guess the difference is a little too big. So this didn't work at all, which is not super surprising because they are water-based and not alcohol-based. So alcohol-based pens in general blend a little easier, but it's fine because I guess if you want to blend it, you could apply it here. And then add some water to use it like watercolors. And this does actually work better. So next up we have turquoise blue. This is a very nice turquoise blue. It's super pigmented. And we have black, which is surprisingly black. Let's have a look at the watercolors. So we have turquoise green here. Okay, here's a lot inside. Let me just try to fix that. So I guess this will dry and then I'll never be able to open this again. I really love this color. It instantly reminds me of the sea, so that's great. Let's have a look at indigo. Oh my god, there's coming out so much already. So I'm wasting a lot of paint for swatches here. Wow, this is really pigmented. So indigo blue is one of my all-time favorite colors, and this watercolor paint does not disappoint. It looks so good. I really love it. And last but not least, yellow ochre. Well, yellow ochre looks like yellow ochre. Actually, it does look almost exactly the same as the brush pen. However, the brush pen is a little darker, I would say. Okay, all three paints are really well pigmented, so I can definitely see myself using these in the future. Well, let's see what beautiful shades we can create by mixing them. So this turns into some kind of muddy green. So this turns into a darker muddy green. But I have high hopes for these two. Yes, we get a really nice blue shade. So far, I really like the color scheme. So let's have a look at the Micron pen. These are water resistant, I guess. So I let the pen dry for a minute or two. Let's see if it smears or not. No, it doesn't. It is totally waterproof. And we have the pencil here. It's a 2B pencil, so it's rather soft. So let's see if we can erase it without leaving any marks. So you can still see a little bit of the pencil, but it's not too bad. So all in all, I would say I am a fan of this box, but I haven't tried what I'm most curious about, the brushEX. So where do we have the brush pen? Here. Ooh, it turns dark. Ooh, and it's almost gone. Whoa, and it stinks. So you can actually see some darker parts here, but let's see if we can get it completely white again. It's definitely getting lighter. The darker parts are only up here and down there, so maybe if I go over it another time. So it's almost completely white now, and I guess if I go over it again, it would turn completely white, but this stuff stinks like hell. It kind of reminds me of this liquid stuff you use when you have mold in your apartment, and I guess I shouldn't breathe in too deep. This is the sketch for my painting, and you might recognize the creature. At first I had no idea what kind of miraculous creature I could paint because I just could not think of one, but then I realized what book I was currently reading. I am rereading and rewatching the Witcher series, and there are so many miraculous creatures in there that I just chose one of them. This creature is from season 1, and I think it's called Torque or the Devil of Posada. By the way, I discovered a really simple way to dilute the watercolor in the brush pens. Just dip it in water and it turns into watercolor paint immediately. This is also a great way to reactivate your brush pens if they get too dry because you forgot to put the cap back on. To sum it up, I loved this box and all the materials that were included, and I would highly recommend them. Especially the brushEX was mind-blowing for me because I had no idea that this stuff exists. But I really am happy that it does, because when working with watercolor brush pens, it's a little difficult to cover up mistakes, and you can't just cover them up like with gouache, for example. So, problem solved, I am happy. And as you will notice, that's what I used the brushEX for. I did not create any patterns with it, I rather used it to go back in time and kind of rethink my own design decisions.
Forever feels like something's gonna end. I can't believe how well you could pretend. You ain't my friends, convince me of all my fears, then gone, where is she? Smoking like a monster. Need a little, gotta take a little edge off or you turn into a monster. Been on this shit all day, now it's gonna cost you. Figured this out, what you're all about, and now I'm gonna block you. Don't hit that gas, no brakes at night. I've been haunted by the past nights. I remind you of the bad times. I've been blinded by the gaslight. I've been blinded by the...
All in all, I am really happy with the result, and I will definitely use these supplies a lot in the future. Let me know in the comments if you knew that this brushEX stuff for brush pens existed, and if you've read or watched The Witcher, let me know which creature you like most. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye!